a big deal to us. Big deal to us. We let one that hurt last year. That 76-4. That was a big deal to us. And then also the way we played at Arkansas the first half was really disappointing. So we've really challenged our guys, and we really challenged them hard over these last 48 hours. And I thought our guys responded. And I thought the most impressive thing we did tonight was the way we came out and started the second half. I thought that was a big deal. And I subbed everybody there at the end, or we would have set every school record offensively tonight. But we had to get those kids that don't get to play, to get them a chance to play some.
You've been bragging about Sean, but just what a great game he had.
Guys, that's the best performance that I've ever had a player make as an individual player. I mean, 9 assists, 1 turnover, a block, a steal, 9 rebounds, and 22 points. That's the best performance I've ever had of a basketball player.
Shot 73% in the first half. I mean, you've seen something like that from your team before?
We can score. We can score. I don't think that's an anomaly. 73% is an anomaly. I mean, I'm going to get carried away here. But we can score. Now, we can't stop my grandson from getting to the basket, but we can score. And if we don't figure out how to start guarding defensively, but then again, it's hard to guard when they're going to call 32 fouls. I mean, or whatever it was, 30 fouls, excuse me. I was off 2. 30 fouls. I mean, we almost fouled out 5 guys tonight.
But Barry, how about all the layups you had? I mean, in the first half, you rolled to that big lead, lots of layups, and when you had threes, you knocked them down.
Well, for us tonight, our spacing was big, and we haven't had that. And the other side, the other thing that we didn't try to hit home runs. I keep telling these guys, and I keep telling these guys we're going to play Whitey Herzog ball, and they look at me like I'm some guy from another planet. They have no idea. They have no clue who Whitey Herzog is. But I just kept, we got to play like Whitey Herzog used to say. We got to play small ball, and we get sped up sometimes where everybody tries to hit a home run. And I also said we don't have a team full of Mark McGuires, and they all look at me like, you know, still, it's just this young age is about to kill me. But if we pass and move the ball like we did tonight, I think we're pretty good offensively.
After trading lead back and forth early, got on that big run to break the game open. What changed? Was there any change you made, or did they just start converting?
I think we settled in. I mean, you're on the road, man. You're on the road, and it's their home crowd, and everybody's fired up. It's their first home game, and it just takes a while to settle in. And boy, when we settled in, and we got going. And boy, we played fast, but we also played efficient out of our fastest. And at Arkansas, we played fast and played like a bunch of idiots. But tonight, we had 15 assists and 2 turnovers at that, and we ended up having 25 and 8. That's pretty good. I'll be interested to see how many of our buckets were assisted tonight. When you think about 25 assists, well, we know that's at least, it's got to be 55, 60 points that came assisted, and I think that just speaks volumes.
How big a difference does it have with Sean as a guy that can score in there, but also a pretty good passer, sets up other people as well?
See, that going into this game, and Todd knows this, guys, but going into this game, our fours, specifically our fours, had 4 assists and 23 turnovers. I mean, I don't even think you can get it. I'm almost sure you can't get a tax credit even under Trump's policy with that. So 4 assists or 23 turnovers. But tonight, Sean has 9 assists and 1 turnover all by himself. That's pretty impressive. So when those hybrids, what I call hybrids in our position, make those plays and don't turn the ball over, and I think we have a chance to be pretty good.
Tough first half for Armand with foul trouble, but he comes back in the second half and plays well.
It's been the last 2 games for him. He just can't keep from fouling. He's got to move his feet better. But one thing Armand Fletcher can do, he can shoot and he can rebound. And if we can just find a way to keep him out there on the floor, he had a really big 3 for us. I think they cut it, if I'm not mistaken, to 19, and he just rises up with a guy in his face and sticks a 3. And I've said this all along. If Armand or Leo are open at any time, they're welcome to shoot the ball. And I haven't had very many guys like that. Blake Ahern, was one of them, but I haven't had a lot of guys I can say that about.
How impressed were you with Trey Harris on their side?
Oh, man. I asked Armand when he made his second 3 on him in the row, I just said, do you know he's going to shoot the ball? That's paraphrased. I'm just going to throw that at you. I told the official, I sure hope my mom and dad didn't see me on film what I said. But he's special. He's special. He can score. He can score fast. And we knew that. We knew that coming in the game. He had 35 shots coming off the bench in 3 games. And we had 13 tonight, so these guys got 48 shots in 4 games. That's 12 shots, that's pretty good. We didn't have one kid, yeah, we had one kid tonight with 13 shots, that's it.
Would you like to have Rudy's performance tonight?
I thought the first half he's really good. I thought he gave us some good minutes. He had our only offensive rebound in the first half, hit a big 3 for us, and then the mothership picked him up right at halftime and didn't bring him back. He went with ET for a little while.
You didn't take your jacket off until like 17 minutes to go. You must have been feeling pretty good about that.
I did not know that until I got at halftime, and I said, I don't remember the last time I wore my jacket for a full half. But yeah, all those guys that have those conspiracy theories about when I take my jacket off, I screwed them up tonight, didn't I?
With the way Mike and Leo play, can they dictate your offense at times? You haven't seen that a lot, but you saw that tonight clearly.
I think anytime Mike and Leo are on the floor, and I think if we can get Armand out there, you've got 3 guys that can score. And then you've got Sean that can distribute the basketball, and Teague is always a weapon around the basket. And Teague didn't have one of his better games tonight simply because he got in foul trouble and he got a little frustrated, but I thought he did some good things. He altered a bunch of shots. He only had 2 blocks, but I bet he altered 5 shots.
Barry, you and I knocked off Oklahoma tonight. Just good for the league.
It's awesome. I didn't know that. Fantastic. I'll text Ben right when I get out here. Great for this league because it is a basketball league. And you guys know me. I've never once hid my passion for the Missouri Valley Conference. But great job, Northern Iowa. Way to go. And a good night for our league.
Barry, would you mind talking about the series? Do you want to see the series continue?
Yeah, we're going to continue the series. Yeah, we're going to continue the series. And we've already talked about that. And we fully expect for it to continue. I think our board would like us to play, and our president would like us to play. So we're going
Coach, were you surprised about the defense, especially the first half? They shoot 73%.
Yeah, no question about it. I mean, you can't win ball games shooting, allowing your opponents to shoot at that clip. And that's something that we've talked a lot about. Honestly, we struggled with that against Texas State as well. And it wasn't really jump shots. I mean, they made maybe 4 threes in the first half, 3 or 4 threes in the first half. We're allowing teams to get to the rim, right to the heart of our defense. And that's something we obviously have to get corrected here very soon.
Were the bigs just having too much success inside, or were their guards giving you more trouble just with the dribble penetration and getting inside?
I think starting the game out, their big guys really established a presence in the paint. And they did. And Jalen and Keenan, I don't want to call them undersized. They've got to find a way to be more physical, compete a little bit harder to start the game out. But I thought they established their dominance early, and then we started collapsing. That opened up the lanes for their guards, and I think that was the difference in the ball game.
Coach, how hard is it to double Sean O'Brien when he's a pretty talented passer?
We looked at it. We didn't actually try to double him at all tonight. Maybe that was a mistake on my part. He is a good basketball player. I think he's really improved his game from a year ago because he can handle, he can put the ball on the floor, and he is a good passer, like you said, a good playmaker. Then we got to do a better job getting him off the blocks. We were letting him catch it so deep. It's hard to double it right there anyway when he's that close to the rim.
Trey tonight at career high. Just talk a little bit about him.
Yeah, Trey did some good things. I mean, he's a very talented offensive player. He knows how to move without the ball. He's got savvy. He's not afraid to take big shots. Very capable scorer. And I thought the guys did a good job finding him. So I mean, that's what he does. That's what he does. We got to find a way to shore up our defense.
Did they do anything different that, like Carlos almost didn't have the ball in his hand, only 2 shots in the first half, even attempted? Did they do anything different, or just maybe he wasn't finding his place?
No, I think we allowed ourselves to get a little frustrated, honestly. We've got to continue to mature and grow up. Not Carlos specifically, but us as a unit. I don't think our ball movement was what it needed to be, and so that was the case. But the one thing about this team, Carlos doesn't have to shoot a lot of shots. I mean, next game maybe Carlos will get 15 shots and Trey will get 2. I mean, we've got a lot of guys that can score the basketball offensively. So it's not going to be one guy, or like we have to have Carlos or have to have Barack like we did last year. We got a lot of guys that are capable scorers. Like I said, we just got to clean our defense up.
Do you feel like maybe after last year going down to their place and beating them that they might come in here with a target on you guys and be a little bit more fired up for this game? Is Carbondale coming in?
Definitely. I mean, I think obviously us going down there and taking one last year, that was still in the back of their mind. It was in our mind too. It's something we talked about. We knew they were going to come in ready to go. But whether we won or lost last year, this is a rivalry game. So I mean, that's the intensity that you got to come out the gates with. We didn't have it tonight to start the game. Thought we competed and played much better in the second half, but again, too little, too late.
Yeah, Barry said this was a rivalry game that he'd like to see go on, and, I mean, are you in the same boat there? That you
Oh yeah,
wanna
no
see
question. I don't know why you don't play
series?
this game every year. I mean, just every year. Us and them, us and SIU. I mean, all the local teams. I don't know why you wouldn't play the game every year. It's great for the fan base.
Between these two programs for Southwestern Conference players, you're with the Southwestern Conference, just how is it to see those kids out here on a D1 level?
That's pretty special, honestly. I mean, obviously, you know, we had some teammates, you know, out there and guys that, like you said, competed against each other, and it's pretty cool to see and watch the kids grow and develop. It's a great rivalry, and that's, again, fun for our fans to see these guys that they watched grow up in high school and play and compete, now doing it at the Division I college level. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, Armand said that there was a little bit of trash talking going on. I mean, you had Armand and Trey were covering each other. Carlos is out there. I mean, these guys go way back. I
Oh
mean,
yeah, relationships, and that's part of the game. I mean, I don't mind it. I really don't. I mean, as long as you can control it. You know, I mean, I think as a competitor, if it means something to you, you might have something to say here and there. I think it's okay, nothing wrong with it. Armand's a very talented player. I thought he had a good game tonight, you know, and Trey and Carlos played well, so it is what it is. I think it's part of the game.
yeah, I mean, did you talk to Trey? This was the first time he's actually got to play in front of the home crowd as a Cougar. I mean,
Yeah, I thought he did a tremendous job. You know, I mean, the thing that we talked about, again, not to single him out, but with all our guys, especially in a rivalry game, it's your first home game, controlling your mental energy. You know, don't get too high, don't get too low. We talk about maintaining an even keel. You know, the thing I wrote on the board is to play with emotion, but don't play emotional. You know, you got to always maintain your mental energy. I thought Trey did a pretty good job of that. I mean, that's what he asked about. But I thought he did a good job. I mean, he's a pretty mature kid, level-headed kid, and very capable, you know, obviously on the offensive end.
Was that part of the problem with the defense? Was it the mental, or, you know, were they just getting beat?
Mostly in my mind, mental. Now, I give credit where it's due. You know, Vincent and Rodriguez, those dudes are fast. I mean, they're smaller and they're quick with the basketball, so they're good players, and I don't want to take anything from them. I thought they did some really good things to break us down, but a lot of that really was us mentally, I think, just not really being locked in on our rotations and staying in front of the basketball. You know, I thought we did obviously a much better job controlling them in the second half. You know, and it was a different ball game.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.